In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys why I genuinely do believe that any ambitious male on this planet should get a coach at some point. And that even includes myself. And guys, this is not a sales pitch. This isn't me trying to pitch my coaching. Go and work with another coach. Go and find whatever the right investment is that you feel that you need to make right now to absolutely get you to where you want to be. This is just my honest opinion, having worked with thousands of guys and actually understanding as well how you can become the ultimate man if you're really keen on reaching your goals. So let's just get stuck straight into it. Now, the reason why coaching even exists is so that we can essentially bridge a gap and learn off someone else to get your knowledge and to get you to where you want to be, right? So that you can get richer, so that you can get in better shape, so you can improve your dating life. All these things exist so that you can become a better man. And it is there because there is a gap that we cannot bridge by ourselves. You do not know what you don't know, right? There is so much information out there that you don't know what you know, and you don't know how to be able to put that information into your specific lifestyle for you to be able to get the result that you want. That is why coaching exists right now. It's not a question of having information. It's how do we make that information work? How is that information relevant to me as a guy to help me get to where I want to be? Which is why getting a coach is the most effective way that you can spend your money in terms of leveling up to where you want to be. You can try and do things yourself. You can waste so much time, so much energy. And yeah, you might get there eventually, but it's going to take you so much longer than if you just invested in yourself. And also potentially you're not going to get to the same level that you could, right? You might reach 70%, 80% of your maximum potential, but you're not going to reach the full 100% because there is still information that you don't know and you don't know what's relevant. And that is the biggest advantage you get when you get a coach. And look, even if you're fine right now, maybe you're a guy that is already in, okay shape. Maybe you don't have a huge amount of pain, you don't care taking your shirt off on the beach and you don't feel, ashamed of the way that you look. You are still leaving a huge amount of potential on the table. I've never really been that guy. I've never really been, out of shape my whole life. I've never really been, unconfident really. Like I've always maintained good shape all the time. So I've never really been in a position of a huge amount of pain, but I've still invested heavily into coaching. I've still invested loads into my physique because I've always wanted to know how can I be better? How can I be the best version of myself and not leave any potential on the table in any way whatsoever? I've seen this kind of quote or this analogy or whatever quite a lot where people say, imagine you seeing the guy that you should have become. Imagine you seeing the guy that God wanted you to become and almost decided that this was the life that you were going to live, but you never quite lived it because you didn't invest in yourself and find the right person to help you, right? You were stubborn. You always tried to figure out yourself. You didn't live the life that you feel like you could have lived if you had gone and got the coach or made the investment in yourself to get to where you want to be. Coaching is the shortcut to mastery. It is about you reaching the full potential with what you're wanting to achieve. And as I say, I'm talking here from a broad perspective. I'm not just saying on fitness coaching, right? I'm saying on you making the most amount of money within your business, right? There is probably someone out there that is ahead of you within your business right now that offers some kind of business coaching or some kind of advising that could probably help you make a lot more money because there is stuff that you don't know. Maybe it's your dating life and you've always struggled with getting the right dating life that you want. There is probably a coach out there that can help improve your dating situation right now or your relationship with your partner. There is probably someone out there that can improve that as too. Or, of course, with your physique. If you are unhappy with how you look, of course, there are people out there that can help you get to where you want to be and essentially bridge that gap. And again, back to what I said a second ago, even if you're a guy right now that is in okay shape and you feel good about yourself, you're still not living your best life. You're still not at your maximum potential, and that should scare you, especially if you've had success in all areas of your life, but the physique is something that got left behind. That should scare you. Why would you not want to have everything? Why would you just settle for, some things, but not having everything and having the right physique? And guys, let me tell you this as well. Getting the right coach is a lifetime blueprint, right? The right coach will save you time, money, effort, but it will also set you up for success. If you get the right coach, you are going to be able to understand and have all the tools and all the knowledge so that you can essentially do this for the rest of your life. That is literally what we do at FitLab. I tell people before we start working with them, I'm like, look, this is the investment that you make Once we get you to where you want to be, whether that's in 6 months, 12 months, 80, whatever it takes, I promise you now, you are not going to need to get another coach again, because we are going to teach you what you need to know that is going to get you success for the rest of your life. We're going to give you the tools, the habits, the knowledge, the understanding, so that you never need to go back and ever do this again in your life. That's what the right coach does. The right coach is like finding the right partner in your life. Go on multiple dates. You might not find the right partner for a while. Just like, maybe you get a personal trainer, it doesn't really work. Maybe you go and get an app and it doesn't really work. But you eventually will find the right coach, the right program, and the right investment that will literally set you up for the rest of your life, because they've actually taught you properly, which is what coaching is. It's teaching, it's knowledge. It's not just giving someone something. It's the knowledge of how to get there as well. They would actually properly coach you so that you are in a position where you can do this yourself. It might take a few to eventually find that fit, but once you do, you will be set up for the rest of your life. You will reach your full potential. You will have someone in your corner that is able to help you with exactly what you need to know to be able to reach max potential within whatever area it is that you're wanting to improve. Now, when I relate this to myself, guys, I have invested thousands in myself, like thousands in my coaching, right? Literally, I've had physique coaches, multiple physique coaches, whether that's training for things like Hyroxes, whether that's training just generally for more of a hybrid approach. Obviously, physique coaches. I had a physique coach when I did my competition. I had a physique coach when I did a photo shoot. I've had multiple coaches, so I've started to learn so much from working with these people. My business, I have invested, I don't even know how many thousands I've invested in my business up to this point. I think probably over 100,000. Every single time I want to improve my coaching, improve my business, improve the way that I work with my clients, have a bigger impact, I'm always open to being able to make an investment to the right people that can help me. It doesn't even cross my mind. If I feel that person can help me and there is value there, I don't even really care about the cost. As long as it's not something stupid, if I know that I'm going to get an ROI on that, then I am going to do it. And the ROI isn't always just money. The ROI is you feeling absolutely incredible, you reaching your full potential, you having the physique you wanted, you actually now being more confident and living your best life because you like your body, right? I've invested into a sleep coach before to help improve my sleep, to feel like if I can maybe just improve my sleep, even by 10, 20%, I might have a bit more energy. My training might be a little bit better. I'll have more energy to be able to work with my clients. Just the smallest improvement has been something that I've wanted to make. I've invested in nutrition coaching, more so for me to actually understand nutrition, to be able to talk to my clients, which was a really good investment as it helped me a lot with certain things that has helped me understand certain principles around nutrition. I actually probably learned a lot more from some of these investments than what I learned from doing my sports science degree at university. Probably investment that I actually do regret a little bit out of every investment I've ever made. The university degree is probably the one that's not really served me in any way at all. I've invested in my mindset, guys. I had a mindset coach for a long time who really helped me with a lot of things that I was struggling with, like imposter syndrome and comparing myself to other coaches, all these things. Whereas now I've understood how to master my mindset, how to be able to get through things like overwhelm or stress in any way. All these things have helped me because I've made the right investments. I have no hesitation in finding a person who can help me if I feel the value is there. And I really feel that they can fix my problems. The problem is now is that, there's guys that won't invest 1 to 2K in their health to literally solve such a huge problem with your health, your appearance, your confidence, which is something that you literally have to hold every single day. Like if you're not confident in the way that you look, that is something that is literally going to you're going to carry that around in every aspect of your life, whether in your dating, with your job, even just you looking in the mirror every day. That is a massive problem. You can solve that problem for 1 to 2K. Why would you not do that? That's what, like, that money will always reproduce. Money always keeps coming back. Whereas confidence, time wasted, it never ever does. Energy. So if you can solve something and know that's going to be solved and actually help you unlock your full potential, not in just your physique, but in every area of your life, then why would you not do that? Without a coach, you'll never hit your ceiling, right? And like I said, guys, this is not a sales pitch. This is simply just the truth from someone that has invested so much time and resources and money into my own education, into my own development, whether that's through physique, whether that's through business, right? It doesn't matter if you decide that you want to join our program at the end of this. I mean, look, if you do, amazing. Let's have a chat. Let's see if I can help you, and let's see if we're the right coaching for you. But all I want you to get from this video is that if you are a guy and you've never had a coach before and you've been considering it, this is the video that hopefully is going to inspire you to go and make that investment. Even if you're not in a huge amount of pain right now, even if you feel okay, you don't know what you're missing out on by not having a coach and actually having someone who can guide you to the most maximum potential that you have ever got to within your life, because you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know how you could feel with the right help and support. You don't know actually how good or how much better your life could be from making just one investment. And a reason why I keep saying investment is that it's an investment. If you get an ROI, if you get a return, it is always an investment. It is not a cost. A cost is something that once you've spent that, it's a cost. There's no real return on it. It's just a constant cost. Getting a PT, in my opinion, is a cost, because essentially they're not, a lot of the time, really giving you the lifetime knowledge that you need to be able to be successful for the rest of your life. Whereas getting the right coach is an investment. It's an investment in yourself that once you get there, this is something that never needs to be fixed again. Every man needs guidance to reach his best. And if that reality does not scare you guys, that is a massive problem right now. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified every single time I post. And as always, guys, I'm going to catch you in the next video.